With this pattern, we're going to create the illusion that our starburst stripes drop suddenly into a deep hole. Find a small round object. I'm using the cap to an extra large glue stick. And place it anywhere you want on your circle. Trace around it. Now draw a dot as close to the center of the circle as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now place your ruler so that the dot touches the edge of your ruler. We're going to draw lines similar to how we did with the starburst pattern, except instead of passing through the dot and the circle we just drew, we're going to start our line at the edge, draw till we hit the edge of the circle, and then stop, and pick up the line on the other side of the circle and draw to the other edge of the square. We'll rotate the ruler slightly and do the same thing, drawing from the edge of the square to the edge of the circle, and then the edge of the circle to the edge of the square. Inside the circle, we're going to draw vertical lines, but we're not going to draw them just anywhere. We're going to start at the top of the circle. Find a place where one of your starburst lines intersects the circle, and line up your ruler with that intersection point. Make sure your ruler is parallel to the side of your square, and then draw a line straight down to touch the bottom of the circle, and stop. This vertical line won't line up with any of the starburst lines at the bottom of the circle. That's how it should be. Find another point of intersection at the top of your circle and draw a line straight down to the bottom of the circle. Continue working until you reach the side of the circle. We are not going to draw any vertical lines coming up from the bottom, only coming down from the top. Remember that these vertical lines will connect to the starburst lines at the top of the circle, but they won't connect to any of the starburst lines on the bottom. It really takes coloring to create the illusion of this hole in your paper. We're going to begin by coloring the starburst stripes outside of the circle in a pattern just like we did with the starburst. And now we're going to color the stripes inside the circle. We want it to look like our stripe is going towards the circle and then bending down into a hole. So find one of the stripes that you colored at the top of the circle. You're going to color from your starburst stripe straight down into the stripe inside the circle. Find your next starburst stripe, find the vertical stripe inside the circle that connects to it, and color it too. You should be creating a pattern of vertical stripes inside your circle. Now the illusion is there, but we're going to increase it by coloring the bottom half of the stripes inside the circle darker than the top half. The outline of our circle is still visible in the white stripes, so we're going to take a moment to erase any place where you see your pencil outline from the circle that you originally drew. And we can do one last step to increase the illusion of three-dimensionality. Using the same color, we're going to color very lightly in the bottom of the circle over the white stripes. This little bit of shading will make it look more like a hole in our paper.